Marked by the Underworld, Part 4. The Mark. The rain had not stopped for 3 days. Neither had Adrian Voss. Adrian Voss stayed in the shadows of the city, but now every movement he made felt calculated, almost restless. Because the image of one person refused to leave his mind. Noah Vale. The Omega who did not fear him. The Omega who looked at him like he was just a man bleeding on a table. And that was the problem. Not the bullet wounds, not the rival syndicates. Something inside Adrian had already shifted. Noah, however, tried to pretend nothing had changed. He still worked at the hidden clinic, still treated patients who came in at night and left before sunrise, still told himself that what happened with Adrian was just survival. But the city does not forget, and neither does the underworld. People began watching him, following him, testing how close they could get before Adrian Voss would notice. Because now everyone understood one thing. Noah was not just an Omega doctor anymore. He was connected to the most dangerous man in the city. That night, the trap was already set. Noah realized too late when the clinic door closed behind him and locked automatically. Too quiet, too controlled, not an accident. 3 voices came from the dark corners of the room. You healed the Alpha Voss. Noah froze. You should not have done that. A slow step forward, then another. You belong to something much bigger now. Noah's hand moved slowly toward the drawer beneath the counter, but before he could reach it, a gun clicked behind him. At that exact moment, far across the city, Adrian stopped walking. He didn't know why, but something in his chest tightened sharply, like a warning, like instinct, like possession. And then, he moved. Back at the clinic, Noah's breath shook for the first time. Not because of fear, because he finally understood something. This was not a robbery. This was a message. And he was the message. The door exploded open. Cold air rushed in, and then silence broke instantly. The men turned. Too late. Adrian Voss stood in the doorway. No hesitation. No words. Just presence. The room changed immediately. Pressure filled every corner. The men stepped back instinctively, because they understood what had just arrived. A monster they could not control. Adrian didn't look at them first. He looked at Noah. Only Noah. Checking him in one glance. Alive. Unhurt. Still there. Something in his expression softened for a fraction of a second, then disappeared. You touched him, Adrian said quietly. It wasn't a question. It was a verdict. What followed was not a fight. It was a correction. Fast. Silent. Final. When it ended, the room was empty except for rain and breathing. Noah stood frozen behind the counter. Adrian slowly lowered his coat, adjusting it as if nothing had happened. Then he walked toward Noah, step by step, until there was no space left between them.